Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Q and I'm back with another video, man. And today I'm gonna be showing y'all how I hit 330 TP in a month and a half, bro. So I'm gonna show y'all the quickest ways to do it. Now listen, if this is for all the starter people, bro, because I know people get on this game and think it's hard. It's really not that hard, bro. You just gotta have a little patience, that's all. So if you guys are new, bro, and you guys are starting out, the first thing I want to recommend to you guys to do, this was the first thing I did, bro, when I first joined the game, is come over here and there's quests right here. Now you can do these little job boards, and sometimes they pay you anywhere from 1,000 to sometimes 2,000, it depends. So if y'all want, I'm not gonna sit there and do all that, y'all could do that. And then once you guys are done with that, at least rack up about $10,000. And your first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna come over here and you're gonna wanna talk to this guy right here in front of the clothing shop. Now this is different depending on what build you guys wanna go. Now, if you guys wanna go muscle, then I recommend you talking to her and getting the muscle quest. If not, if you wanna become lean, tall, and fast, then I recommend talking to him. Now, you're gonna wanna go ahead and you're gonna wanna grab your quest and you're gonna get your striking speed quest. You're gonna wanna go ahead, get striking power. You can grab all these quests at the same time. And another thing is you're gonna wanna get stamina and running speed. Now these are all the main things that you're gonna need starting right off. Now these are the things that I recommend you to do. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna come over here. And I'm gonna keep this short and simple, bro. Come over here. Now this is where I do it. You could go to, I'm pretty sure you could go to like really any gym and do it, but come over here and you guys are gonna wanna do the roadworks. The roadworks are right here in the back. It's the last one, you grab it. I'm not gonna do the whole roadwork because I still got more stuff to explain. This is for the new people though. So you're gonna wanna put on a light vest if you have one. I'll show you where to get one. And you're gonna just start your road work. Now when you run, make sure you press R. See, this is running and this is jogging. Make sure you're jogging. You follow your checkpoints. Basically you just follow it all around. Now you do this 7 times and that's when you get your running speed quest completed. Now like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and do this because I got other things to show you guys. So another thing that you're gonna wanna do is for your striking speed and for your striking power. Now you guys are not going to start off with the macro immediately, so you guys are going to have to put in like some work, bro. You guys are going to have to put in some work, bro. That's the only way you're going to be able to do this for free. So you're going to want to go ahead and purchase your push-ups. They're only 170, and you're going to want to get your squats as well, and you're going to need the squats later on. Make sure you come down here and this is where your task guards and your misc. You can scroll on this over here. I didn't know that for like the longest time. So you come over here, look at your push-ups, and like I said, you guys do not have the macro, so I'm not gonna use the macro neither. I'm gonna just show y'all how to do it straight up. Now you could also put on a tiny task too. I don't know if you guys have tiny tasks. You just do it like this, pause, go crazy with it. Now, obviously, you guys aren't going to be able to do as many push-ups as me because I have way more stamina. But you'll probably get this done in about 15 minutes, 10 minutes at most. And as you guys can see, my push-ups are going up. Now, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and do each and every quest for you guys. Like I said, at the end of it, you will get 30 stat points for that each stat. Every time you complete a quest, you'll get 30 stat points as a noob. Now, after you get to a certain once you get to a certain TP, you're not gonna be able to like do these quests. You're gonna start getting like 1 stat for that point. So the next step is squats. Now, squats are very, very annoying to do at the start of the game, only because it's hard to get lower body muscle, especially when you're starting out and you don't have Reinhold. So I recommend everybody to come over here, go ahead and you purchase the protein shakes. Make sure you press on this though, because it's not gonna like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna like show up for you. So go ahead and get your protein shakes. You're gonna wanna drink the protein shakes. I would drink like 2 and then you're gonna do slow squats, y'all. So let me show you. Now, instead of spamming the click button, you're just gonna press it one time like this, just one time. And like I said, you could use tiny task for this, and so you don't go over your stamp thing and, you know, knock. The next thing I do want to show you, now you do have to get some stamina by doing those roadworks, and once you're done with your roadworks, you could do your stamina quest on the treadmill, and you have to have at least 10 stamina. But like I said, you'll get 30 from the quest, I'm pretty sure. So you'll be able to do that, and once you do that, you'll be able to do your what's it called? You'll be able to do your stamina task, which will give you 30 stamina at the end of it, so you'll have 40. And mainly that's the things I want to recommend. Now we're gonna get into fighting styles. Now I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, bro. Each fighting style in this game is really up to your own preference. Like I said, some things are just not for everyone. Like, bro, some things are, you know what I mean? Some things you might not like. Now, I do recommend, if you do want to start off the game and have somewhat like of a fun time, I recommend going Taekwondo, bro. Taekwondo is right here. It's right by the police station. If you look, the police station's right here. Come into this building with the stairs, talk to him. Now, you're gonna start off, I'm not sure, you may start off with some skill points if you go to your inventory and style XP. So you could go ahead and you can use these, and when you do use them, I'm gonna use one just to show y'all, bro. You could go down, these are all the fighting styles you guys can go. So you guys can use any of these fighting styles if you want. I recommend, if you're going muscle, do not use every single one of these. Look up a video and look for muscle fighting styles. I could tell you wrestling is a fighting style for muscle. I'm pretty sure you could use boxing, sumo, and judo. Those are all muscle and fat builds. And then the rest, I'm pretty sure, just for lean builds. But you could still use whatever you want. Like I said, it's your build, and it's, you know, your game. You have time to kind of switch through things and look and see what you want to use. So like I said, you would go Taekwondo. Now I already have XP, so I might as well just, you know what I'm saying. You talk to him. Now you're gonna want to open your skills, and these are all the skills that you will have. These are the skills that you'll start off with. And also, I wanted to tell you guys too, instead of having to just use skill EXP, if you train in his gym, and I'm pretty sure if you fight him, so let me show you. If you guys fight him, like, you're not gonna be able to beat him anytime soon. So don't think like this is gonna be like a tomorrow type of thing. You probably could get 30 TP in a day, but you probably, like, I know a lot of y'all aren't gonna wanna sit here and like really, you know what I'm saying, do that. So let's see, I should have more EXP now. Yep, so that gave me 20, almost 20 EXP just for beating him. And you can fight him every 3 hours, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, every 3 or 2 hours you can fight him and do that. And like I said, those are just one of the fighting styles. You could go to, like I said, whatever fighting style you want, as long as that's what you're comfortable with. Now the next thing I want to talk about is your quests. And your quests are going to be most important because you're going to need MC, and this is how you're going to be able to get the macro. So if you talk to him right here, this is Dancer Jose, or Jose, whatever you want to call him. You talk to him and you grab his quest. You have something to say to me, he's gonna give you a quest. And once you get this quest, you're gonna wanna run past here, right here. You're gonna wanna take a right here. And you're gonna wanna go down by the police station. And guys, this map might be a little tricky at first. Then you wanna take a left, you go straight. Like I said, the map might be a little tricky at first, but once you learn it, you're not gonna have to do all this. And then you wanna take a right. You're gonna see this big sign. This is the building right here. So you're gonna wanna go in here. You're gonna wanna talk to her right here. She's gonna say, go find Dancer Joe or whatever, or Dancer Jose. Mine's on cooldown. Now, because of the quest that Jose gave you, you can now come up here and you could spar. Now you're probably gonna need a friend for this, most likely. If you could find somebody random on the street, like I said, everybody be like weird sometimes, so not everybody's just gonna help you. They're probably gonna say, nah, I'm busy. That's what you could do. Now, when you have her quest, you go back to Jose and you could talk to him, and he'll give you 2 clan rerolls. I'm pretty sure it's either 1 or 2. He'll give you a clan reroll, and then if you want to reroll your clan, you could go over here to trait. Now I'm gonna tell you the thing that everybody should be telling you when you start off this game. Do not get comfortable with a clan unless you have a good height or you have Reinhold boost. Once you get the Reinhold boost, it's gonna boost you up by 1.0, which is your height. Now you could be short if that, and like I said, it's all preference. It's better to be tall, but like I said, if you want, you could be short. Some people do like being short. I don't know why. That's just up to them. And there's what's it called? Now, like I said, being short, it really, like I said, it's preference, because people say it lowers your range. You know what I mean? Like taller builds have more range. With a smaller build, you're gonna have to get like super up close to people, and like your moves are gonna be like, you know, smaller, all that. So I do recommend trying to get a better height. Like I said, if you don't mind staying small, that is completely on you. Do not take my word for it. Don't think I'm telling you what to do. Like I said, that is completely up to you, to your build, and whatever you want to do. Now, I recommend you guys getting to at least 30 TP, and I'm about to show you guys something. So once you get 30 TP, make sure you have at least $40 with you, bro. $40. And you're gonna want to come over here by this food place and by the basketball court behind the hospital. It should look like this right here. You should see this red guy on the wall. You're gonna want to come down here into the subway, take a left, take another left, go down these stairs. And you're gonna want to stand here and look at this little machine and hold E for 1 second. It's more than 1 second, they be lying. And then you're gonna want to talk to this guy right here. Now I recommend to do this if you're 30 TP and higher. And I recommend to be a little higher, because sometimes they be giving you some weird opponents. So wait, dang, my fault. I didn't even tell y'all what to press. I'm just pressing stuff. So you're gonna press I want to join a match. Press I'm ready. Do not do official fights, y'all. You will die. You're gonna want to go to the beginner league, and you're gonna want to do whatever stat you're doing. Now, like I said, if you're doing muscle, then get the muscle gain. If you're doing running speed, get the running speed. And this is mainly for lean. Like I said, for muscle, you're really gonna only need muscle and stamina. If you're doing a muscle build, you're not gonna need the other ones if you're doing lean. If you're doing lean, you're not gonna need muscle at all. All the other ones will matter though. So I'm gonna do striking game, because that's what I need to do. And basically it gives you a random opponent, like I said. And you just fight this person, and like I said, it's not gonna be this easy for y'all, bro. Y'all gonna be butt. And once you do that, you get this, you'll see this right here. Something will pop up for you. It's not gonna be the same exact one. Mine says your striking speed and striking SS gains are has slightly been increased. So now you get more, and then also you get money from it too. So that's a good way to build up your money if you just don't want to sit there and do job quests all day. I recommend to do the Kazoo every 2 hours. Like I say, you'll build up money pretty quick. I built up, I like almost $1 million off of just doing that. And sorry. Like I said, do not waste your MC on dumb things, guys. MC is very important in this game. I know sometimes, you know, when you get bored and you start just wanting to buy anything, you do. So do not sit here and spend your money on clothes right away, because you're gonna need, like, you know what I mean? You're gonna need to spend your MC on things like your aptitudes. Now your aptitudes are once you do the trials, and you guys aren't gonna be doing trials until you're maybe around 150 TP to 250. I would say in that range start. I started early. I started doing mine at like 110 on a muscle build. But yeah, so that's basically all I have for this video, man. Let me know if I, you know, left out anything. If there's anything y'all want to know, man, let me know, and I'll put it in the video, man. But I'm out of here. Peace, man.